We are two girls on a fast ride. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Two Girls on a Fast Track. Hello, Lynn. How are you today?
Hello, very well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Still on vacation and enjoying the not doing anything moments. Which is, yeah, we talked about boredom last time. And sometimes I feel like I'm bored, but it's okay. I'm on vacation. So
Yes,
I need
that's
to
you
be
have to
bored.
remind yourself that you're on vacation.
It is okay. It is okay. Yeah. And Ben told me the same thing
Yeah.
last night too. So today we're going to reveal some secrets. The secret
Oh,
formula of success.
ooh, there's a secret. Okay.
There's a few actually,
Hmm.
and I know we went through a couple of these in our past episodes, but not at the same time. So I think maybe this is going to be a good reminder
Yeah.
of the secret formula of success because it's not there's no magic wand
No.
for that. It's has nothing to do with magic. So yeah, you have a magic wand. I have one too, but it's Voldemort's from Harry Potter, so I don't want to bring it up.
It's black magic.
It's black magic, yes. So it's in its box.
Yeah.
It stays there. And one of the first thing really important, and sometimes we think everything is going to come falling from the sky, but it's not true. The
Hmm.
first important thing is hard work.
Hard work. You can't get away from it.
You can get away, and when something good happens, it's not luck. It's because you worked through it. And I think people should remind that nothing falls from the sky. And another thing is to stop trying to rush the process, or searching for a shortcut.
Yes, yes.
We have all been doing that,
Hmm.
trying to find a shortcut, but yeah, no, we need to do hard work.
Yeah,
And
the hard
and
the hard work can be smart though,
oh,
right? It
totally.
can be
It's
smart work. It
yeah,
doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be as long and drawn out as many people make it out to be. It can be very short bursts of consistency. I think consistency is one of the
is
other.
one of the secret one of the point in the secret formula of
Mhm.
success. Yes, you need to work hard, but at the same time you need to work smart.
Yes.
So it might come a little bit faster if you work smarter,
Mhm.
definitely, but you need to put the work there.
There's
That's
no question. You
there's no
have to put the
question about
work
it.
in. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
what brings me to the second point, which is patience.
Oh, so important. And something I think you and I have both struggled with in our years together. It's you want it now. It's your dream, it's your goal, and you want it now. And why isn't it coming? Why do I not have this? And that patience, I think even in my coaching, when I work in the coaching world, that is probably the number one skill that needs to be developed
Oh
is
yeah,
patience. Mhm.
totally, totally. And
Yeah.
if you're losing the patience, you're gonna lose the battle. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a patient person per se, most of the time, but definitely I find that I can have some patience when I do things that I love.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Mhm. If you think
totally.
about a hobby that you have, right? And if you're knitting or if you're building stuff like woodworking, or look at the patience you have with that. Look at the time that you spend to make sure the
Yeah.
corners are precise, or if you're knitting, you're making sure the tension is just right. We develop patience for our hobbies, but we don't seem to develop patience for our businesses, do we?
Sometimes, yeah, I agree. I agree. At first, nothing happens, and then it happens slowly and suddenly, all at once.
Yeah,
You don't give up. Just
that's right.
don't give up, and wake up in the morning, plan your day if it's not already done, or your week, or whatever, and go through it. Just trust the process.
Yeah.
And another thing we have to do to be successful, unfortunately, is sacrifice. If we don't sacrifice for what we want, then what we want becomes the sacrifice.
Yeah. So the sacrifice might be something like maybe every night after 6 p.m., maybe you watch TV for 5 hours, right? 6
Yeah.
p.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah.
And you work during the day and you really want to get a business launched in the after hours, and you're not putting in the time in the evenings or on weekends or anything like that, and then wondering why it's not happening, because every once in a while you do it, but it's not, you don't have that consistency. So that's where the sacrifice comes in. The sacrifice simply means, and I grew up Catholic, so sacrifice means pain, and that it means pain to a lot of people. It doesn't have to be pain.
Oh, it doesn't have to be painful.
To
No.
me, sacrifice now is not pain. Sacrifice is, what are you willing to give up so that you can achieve your goals? Well, you know what? Can you give up 2 hours of television a night? You can still watch TV, but can you give up 2 hours a night? Because if you gave up 2 hours a night, that's 10 hours Monday to Friday that you could be putting on your business.
Yep. 2
10
hours
hours.
a night. You remember when I started my health and wellness business? It was like I started with 1 hour
1 hour.
every night after supper.
Yep. Yep.
But then I said, well, 1 hour is not enough. So I put in another hour.
Yes.
I was like 6 nights a week, or during the weekend,
Yes.
during the day on Saturday, let's say,
Yes.
I would, put my head down and let's do the steps. Let's do what I need to do in order for it to work. So I
Yes.
put in the hard work.
1 hour.
Yeah. I started with 1 hour.
That was
And then I put
amazing.
another hour. You know why? Because I found that it was working and 1 hour was not enough.
Yes, yes, yes. And that's, start small. And
Yeah.
for those of you who might think, oh, an hour, like even that's too, try 30 minutes.
Why not?
30, like, I don't know about you, but I can get a ton of work done in 30 minutes.
Yep.
When I know that I have 30 minutes until something else is happening, I can hammer down and get so much more work done than if I had 2 hours spread out at my leisure.
Totally. And sometimes we get distracted. I don't know you, but I have ADD. So definitely I can get distracted. Let's say I receive a message on Messenger and then my Facebook is open. Oh, please shut down those unless you really need it to do your work, or,
Yeah.
get in contact with people. Shut down every social media.
I am a fan of setting your timer.
Oh, yeah.
Your
Yep.
timer for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And then and get, for goodness sake, take the notifications off your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Use your phone as a tool. Don't let it run you, right?
Yep.
Turn off your notifications and just look at your phone when you want to look at your phone, not when it tells you to look at your phone. And I gotta say, just recently, and I don't know if it's an update to my iPhone or whatever, or something's gone on, but it now dings for notifications where before I had them turned off. And I'm like, what changed to cause these notifications? And it was very curious for me because I'm not used to seeing it. I just, go on my phone when I feel like it, not because it rules me, but the dings, I'm tempted to look at the phone to see why it's dinging and what's going on. So my goodness, if you've got dings going off all day, what? Like, you're not able to get anything done.
I don't have a lot of notification on my phone, fortunately, because
Yeah.
it really it stresses me.
So distracting.
It is. And
Yeah.
with like, you remember what I said? I started to work 1 hour at night and then 2 hour. That brought me consistency,
Yes.
because consistency is what transforms average into excellence.
Yes. Yes. And you knew that from a certain time, and I think it was from 6 to 7 for you, or 7 to 8, you knew that time was dedicated. And if you were doing something else, something's wrong. I shouldn't be doing this right now.
Yeah.
So that was key for you to have a set time. And it kind of goes into making sure you set your business hours for your work. Make sure
Yes.
you do that for your business.
Yes, and without consistency, you will never achieve greater
Never.
success. This is what we see all the time in our type of business, and this is what they teach.
Yeah,
Consistency. And look at those
business
great
hours.
leaders. They did, and there's no magic recipe. It's You have to
Yeah.
be consistent. And
Absolutely.
another point, very important, is discipline.
And what does that mean to you? What does discipline mean for
Well,
you?
it's like when you work out in the morning, when you do your exercise in the morning, when you go and do your discipline to do it, because motivation will get you going, but discipline keeps you growing.
Well, and I think discipline trumps motivation.
Oh,
I
totally.
really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Because I don't know anyone who ever feels like going for a workout.
Nope.
Right? Maybe once in a while you're like, oh, you know what? I feel like going for a walk right now. But most often you are dragging your butt to get to the gym or to get to your class or to get out for a walk or a bike ride, right? Your motivation is not going to happen. It's the discipline. It's the I'm doing this at 5 o'clock or I'm doing this at 10 a.m. or whatever. That is what's going to get you there. And then once you're there, how freaking good do you feel after?
Amazing.
Come on.
Amazing.
After my hot yoga class, they put a cool cloth on my forehead,
Oh,
and I'm like, I have done this. I did this.
exactly.
I showed
Exactly.
up. Yeah.
We have to push through those days, regardless on how we feel.
Yeah.
Because, and I said that repeatedly, motivation is not going to come and knock on your door.
No,
So you have to be disciplined in order
yeah,
to get the motivation. I
that's
mean,
right.
and I told you that my back sometimes, oh, I don't feel like doing my stretching this morning. Well, Marie, your back is going to hurt if you don't do your
Yeah, it's
stretching in
gonna
the
hurt even
morning.
more.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a
It
no-brainer.
is. Yeah, yeah.
Totally.
Such a good point.
And Lynn, last point, and you're going to agree with me, last point, but not the less, self-confidence.
Oh, self-confidence.
Yeah.
Definitely a skill that needs to be nurtured
Oh, yeah.
because even people that have the best self-confidence, sometimes, something happens that just kind of takes them out of their game a little bit and they have to recommit to their
Yeah.
confidence.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And just going back to this is episode 29, by the way, just going back when we started, how much time it took for me to put this together and said, okay, I am ready. It took me
Yeah.
like over a year or something.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember because it looks like I've been doing that forever with you. And I had to be, I didn't have all the tools. I'm not good with technology, but I said, I want to do it. I'm going to do it.
Do it
So that
anyway.
brought me some confidence that I
Yeah.
was going to be able to do it.
So here's what stops most people: the illusion of perfection.
Oh, totally.
I got to do it perfect. I
Yeah.
got to Mars has to be in alignment with Jupiter, has to be in alignment with the Earth, right? It has to be perfect. I'll tell you, if you're waiting for perfection, if you're waiting for your upline, if you're waiting for your leaders, if you're waiting for your boss, if you're waiting, it's never going to happen.
Exactly.
You have to create the opportunity for you.
Totally.
So just like motivation doesn't knock on your door, opportunity doesn't knock either.
Exactly.
Right?
So put yourself out there. I read a book from one of my Facebook contact, Jean-François. That's exactly what he said. I don't have a good microphone. I don't have a good camera. Start with that,
anyway.
and you'll see what you need to upgrade or what you need to do to be better. It's practice.
Do it anyway.
And the confidence will come as you go along the way. I feel so much more confident. You remember the first episode, I had to write down everything we were going to say. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
need
right.
to do that.
That's right. Yes, you did.
Yeah, and I still have all the scripts. It's
That's
so
right.
funny. When I scroll down, I said, oh my God, I really did that. I wrote down every single word that I wanted us to say. You don't need that.
And the time that it took you to do it, right?
Yeah.
Guys, Nike got it right. Just
do it. Now I find a couple of articles that, can pimp up a little bit the subject, but most of the time, what we say comes from us. So
yeah, and from our experience.
Totally. And I really want to say that next topic is going to be a huge topic, and you're going to take the lead because you know me, it's not my cup of tea. We're going to talk about the importance of meditation.
Yes.
So guys, be ready because Lynn is going to bring you in for a ride on that topic.
If you want a true secret to success, and any CEO, head of business, they're doing it, and you got to do it too. There's no
Yeah.
question.
Totally. I agree. I agree. So I have a nice quote for you guys today. Don't
All
tell me that I
right.
lost it again. Okay, no, it's there. We're talking about success, right? So my quote is from Robert Collier. It says, success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out.
There's your discipline. There's your
As simple as that. You have
yeah.
to repeat and repeat. If it's a small, medium, big effort, if you're training to do a marathon, if you're training to be a Mr. Universe or whatever, you have to repeatedly do the same thing every day. So that's one of the best key to success, I can tell people.
I love it. That's fantastic. Thank you for
Awesome.
that.
Thank you,
We're going
Lynn.
to
And people,
remind
don't
you.
forget to subscribe.
I was
Click
just
the
going to
bell
say
for
that.
notification. And we really would like to know what is your key to success? What is the most important one for you that brought you from point A to point B? And you said, well, that's because I did this. We would like to know that.
Yes, we would. See you next
Awesome.
time.
Good. See you next time. Thank you, Lynn.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Here we are,
Two girls
on a fast ride.